So we just got confirmation of Springtrap as the new killer, Matthew Lillard doing voice lines, a Yellow Rabbit legendary cosmetic for Springtrap, a new map, and promised future cosmetics. So DBD is finally introducing its #1 most requested chapter, Into the Fog. And yet somehow there are still people complaining. So let's talk about it. So DBD just wrapped up its live stream at PAX East for its 9th anniversary broadcast. And there were a ton of things that I was super excited to see. I loved everything I saw. I'm a big fan of the Witcher collaboration that's coming, and the future cosmetics and everything, and the quality of life changes. Big fan of all of that. I just wanted to hop on and have a quick little discussion just about the upcoming chapter and just how we're feeling as a community. My thoughts and opinions on it are that I think it's awesome. Of course, as I've said before in previous videos, I don't know a ton about FNAF. I've honestly kind of learned a lot about it recently because of how much the community has been asking for it in DBD. So I've kind of had to do my own research and find out some things I didn't know with not playing a lot of the games. I have seen that recent I have seen the movie though, but mainly what I wanted to talk about today is just the reception that it's getting. I'm pretty sure it's one of those things, as always, where most of the community is super excited, including myself. I can't wait to see more about the killer's power and see more about the map and the perks and everything. I'm sure all of that's going to be great. But I want to get you guys' opinion, have a little discussion about this. It seems as though there are some of us who are still unhappy with this chapter. We should have known that it was coming, that that there was going to be some disappointment in whatever was going to happen. But apparently there are some of us in the community who really are saying there should have been a survivor. And while I would agree that any chapter that comes out is it's always fun to have a killer and survivor and a map. That's like the best combo, right? You get all three: a killer, survivor, and a map. With this medium, even I don't know what clear survivor there could have been other than I don't even remember their names, but the two characters from the movie. Actually, quick Google search just told me that, just reminded me that it was Mike and Vanessa. So other than Mike and Vanessa, I believe the rest of the characters were not obvious. I think there were like descriptions of who the characters were, or they were children. So with that information, what clear survivor would it have been? I mean, FNAF has been around for years and years and years before that movie even came out, so, and from what I think we all wanted in the community, it was mainly about the animatronics, right? So this, hopefully it's just a small uproar of people that are upset about, even though I've seen it a lot, people are upset about there not being a survivor. And again, it probably wouldn't have been the two most recent survivor people, that play the characters in the movie, because I mean, that's kind of new, unless you guys can tell me those are like characters that have been around for the longest. But from what I've seen, people who have been, in the FNAF community itself, a lot of them are saying that there is no real clear-cut survivor. So with that in mind, and just what I thought we wanted, which was everyone wanted, we all wanted Springtrap. That was the most obvious decision. We got that. We got the new map. We even got Matthew Lillard to do the voice lines, and we got the Yellow Rabbit cosmetic, or a legendary cosmetic at that. I would think, we'd all be like, oh my God, it's finally happening. And I think a lot of us are, but it's just a little crazy. And I'm sure, you guys can't wait to sound off in the comments and tell me why I'm wrong or why there should be a survivor. I think most of us are super excited for what we are actually getting. I think the main draw from this was the animatronics, and we saw that they're even in some of the screenshots that they showed, we see some of the other animatronics in the map. We got Springtrap, we got the map, we got the voice actor. I mean, I'd say this is a win for us, right? But of course, a wise man once said there's never 100% of anything. So I guess, it would have been silly to expect this chapter to release or to be announced fully and everyone was going to be 100%. There's still going to be somebody in the comments of whatever DBD post saying, fix this thing, do this thing. And, I guess that's just the way that it goes. But I'm super excited about this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. To me, it honestly just seems like some of us are really just wanting to complain about something. Say we would have had our first 2 killer, 2 survivor chapter ever. We'd have gotten Bonnie and Springtrap. Correct me guys if I'm saying that wrong. I think another one of the animatronics is Bonnie, but say we'd have gotten Springtrap, Bonnie, the 2 survivors that you want, the map, all of that. Say we'd have gotten all of that. I guarantee you there would be something else that people would be complaining about this chapter. Oh, well, where's this thing? Where's this thing? You know, I just feel like, when's it end? Like, is there ever a line or an ending point where people are like, you know what? That's actually pretty good. I think it's a never-ending thing. And then even to capitalize on that, Matthew Cote even said in the video that there will be cosmetics coming.
Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this.
So I'd imagine, you know, there will be cosmetics related to FNAF coming. They just didn't, announce that right now. But when the chapter, when the chapter releases, there's always like extra cosmetics. So we'll probably end up getting FNAF inspired cosmetics for the other survivors anyway. So it just is one of those things. And then once we get that, people will still be like, well, this thing, oh, it should have been this. But it's like, technically you got what you wanted anyway. It's just wild. It just seems like there are some of us in this community who just will never be pleased. To me, I mean, come on guys, this game has been going on for almost 10 years now. It's been 9 years. And this team is super resilient. A lot of devs and teams would have been like, you know what, we're not doing all of that. But for them to, continuously do what they have been doing and listening to us as a community and fixing things, I think that's a really good thing. Of course, I'm not saying the game is perfect, because of course that's why we have those quality of life changes, and that's necessary. But when we finally get something like this, and then like half of the responses that I'm seeing from everyone is just, where's the survivor? Where's the survivor? And then I'm like, wait, what survivor would there even be? And then Matthew Cote said we're gonna get, cosmetics anyway. It was kind of weird. So anyway, this went on for longer than I wanted it to. So you guys, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. If you guys even see this video, my last several videos have just been, I don't know what's going on, guys. Like, if you guys see the video, sound off in the comments, let me know. If you're one of those people that feels like there 100% should have been a survivor, then maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe there were more survivor candidates that I'm unaware of, and that's very, very possible. Then, let's have a respectful conversation in the comments. Until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the fog.